Saturn conjunct Jupiter in Aries. Again, it just happened 5:07 p.m. Central. This happened at 21 degrees, 45 minutes. And if you follow me on the socials, I kept kind of talking about, this is it the most auspicious day? This typically is Saturn conjunct Jupiter, which happens once per year, is always said to be one of the most auspicious, highest electional, like there's a breath of life, there is abundance, there is expansion. This is typically an incredibly, incredibly buoyant and huge day. Very, very good day for doing things. And not that this day is any different than that, but in years past, I could say that without any pause. This year, I had a pause. I had a, are you sure? Are we sure? Like, really? Like, we're good? Like, this is really going to be all the things? There was just this energy just felt really, really different to me this year. And, as I was feeling into that, and this is why I wanted to use these cards for this reading, because it was like, okay, give me some guidance. Let's talk through this. There is, and this whole week, this whole energy, this whole month of April, and even March, there is something so potent about our future. So potent about our future. And what all of this and all of these changes, all of this aspects, all of the things that the universe is doing, there's just something so potent about our future and what it's tied to. And that places, it's almost like I really feel it from my heart down to my root, which the root, it's Aries, the root, right? That it's the weight of responsibility. It's the weight of we are responsible with the choices that we make today in creating a future for ourselves that supports our growth and what we're here to do, our purpose, that supports us going towards our destiny. Let's see here. What else did I have to say? Okay. Yes. Okay. This was the other image I got. Sorry. I'm like trying to find in my notes. I wanted to make sure I got this image out and seeing what the cards are bringing. So, I also, with this, I got this image of being in a, art gallery. And you're like at the back of an art, the images are so the images were coming in today. Again, going back to that Four of Swords, allow them to just flow because you never know what's going to come out of them. So it was this image of running into a gallery, an art gallery, and you see off in the distance this painting and it catches your eye and it's like you can't tell what it is. It's really messy. It's not your normal, it normally wouldn't catch your eye, but today for some reason it did. And it's not on your path. It's not in the direction that you were going to go around this art gallery. But again, this is where fortitude comes from. We have the world here and we have the Six of Chalices that came out, and especially with the Six of Chalices. This is where having the fortitude and having the knowing and having the patience, which I fucking get, that is not an Aries thing. I am fully aware patience is not the Aries thing. But having both of those understandings and the ability to listen and to be guided as the world changes, I am now going to start walking towards this painting. Even if it wasn't on my original plan, I can make some changes, right? I've made the decision. The 6, we're past the 5, which is the number of change. We're now making a different decision as it pertains to what we're feeling, our intuitiveness. The cups are here, the water's here. And so I'm going to get closer to this masterpiece because I don't know why it's catching my eye, but it's catching my eye. And as you walk closer and closer, the image turns from this like massive blob of colors into the most spectacular thing that you've ever seen. That's it. That's what we're headed towards. That's what's opening up, is this brand new picture, this brand new vision, Princess of Wands staring out into the distance. This brand new vision for you in your life. Because it's Aries. It's all about you. This is all about you. And so it is knowing with the Princess of Wands, with the 6 of Chalices, with the world, as the world changes, it is knowing that you have the fortitude. And with the 6 here, you have the patience. You can wait. Look at this card. Like, she is waiting on the bank while there's like fun happening in the river, which I'm questioning all of. Oh, let me get the card. Look at this. So the 6 of Chalices is not that she's waiting at the bank of the river with 2 people in the river who are having fun and just waiting for them to get done. She's scrying in this river. She is seeing, going back to the painting, she is seeing an image be brought forth in front of her. The world has changed. Something is changing. We may not know what that is yet, but it is definitely happening. And I am taking time and solitude to reflect me, because this is an Aries thing. It is all about us. I am taking the time to sit and reflect, to sit and use my magic, scry, do the things that I need to do, take the actions that I need to take to get this image, even though it may be blurry, even though it may be far away, even though I may not see exactly what it is that the Sun and Jupiter are opening up for me, there is potential, pure potential here. And I acknowledge that. With the Princess of Wands, I acknowledge that there is something coming in the distance. I know I'm not there yet, and I get it. Aries not known for patience, but this is why Chiron was here first and working with us in here, because you have to have the patience to walk your journey, to unravel your masterpiece. You have to have it. That's what it is. And that's what the Princess of Wands, this growing of knowing, right? We're not maybe in that wisdom, that crone era, but she is ready and willing. She's ready and willing to take that journey. And with this being in Aries, again, this is all about the self. It's tied to the eclipses and the nodes changing and the future journey. Like Jupiter in Aries, I was really excited personally because Jupiter in Aries targets the 10th house in my natal chart. So that was awesome for me. And I have been loving and will continue to love Jupiter in Aries, but Jupiter in Aries is not the big story for 2023. Jupiter in Taurus is. And so as Jupiter is making his way to Taurus, which he will do next month, and as these eclipse happens, as this Aries energy is getting activated, as the nodes pull back and get into the Aries Libra axis, like, whoa, like 4 which just came out. Let's see what they have to say. Hello. As all of that has been occurring, right, this is going to be revisited by the nodes later on, this exact point. But this is going to be how Jupiter moves forward into Taurus and grounds all of the openings that he is providing right now at this time into reality. into your stable structures, into the earth, into that broad path of the Taurians, where we can then have our foundations and move the way that we need to move. And as we have worked, again, we still have Aquarius and Libra. We just had the Libra full moon. Pluto in Aquarius is doing some things. So as we work in Aquarius and Libra themes, which is all about the collective and others, it is this, again, we talked about this start, stop, start, stop. It's this like being ebbed and flowed between collective and self, others and you. And how do you fit all of this abundance that is all around you? How do you fit in that? How do you fit in the abundance that's all out here with the collective? Where's your space within that? And this is why we have continued to say, and I'm signing on with my sister over there, with Moni, with Ripples in the Matrix, we have continued to say over and over and over again, get into your values, get into your objectives, get into your goals, get fucking clear. Because of all of this, if your own being is not clear on your direction and where you are going, then there's going to be all kinds of things that can just, again, it's that ebb and flow of chaos then. It's a really great time to be very clear, very great time to be intentional. And so out came the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Chalices, the King of Swords, and the Lovers. Here we have another Lovers. Somebody's going to have to drop in the comments or in the chat if you are live with me, but again, or the comments later on, if anybody is getting in these relationship vibes right now, because the Lovers has come out twice now and I keep hearing relationships. So this could be, start of a budding new relationship. So I would love to know. I want to celebrate with you. Okay, so as this pertains to this Aries and this ebb and flow, because this is what we were talking about when these cards came out, this ebb and flow between self and the collective. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Chalices, the King of Swords, and the Lovers. And I'm going to focus really quickly on this King of Swords. This King of Swords, that is you. This is your clarity. This is what we have been talking about. This is the values, the objectives, your goals. This is a king. And look, he's kind of like fucking sour-faced. Like, look at his sour little face right there. He's got like this, actually, maybe it's not even, you know what? His eyebrow is raised. Like one eyebrow is up. He kind of looks to me like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? We talked about this. There ain't no question no more. Like, you really have the audacity to come at me and I've got this sharp ass sword in my hand? Okay. Again, all of these things changing. You really think I'm going to be fucking swayed that easily? Nah, bruh. No, boo-boo. I've done my work. I am very clear on my values. I am very clear on the things that I want, on the unity that I'm providing, on the objectives that I have, on the goals that I have. I am very clear in my heart center where I'm going. I am incredibly clear in how I work with the universe, in what the universe can provide for me on this earthly realm. I am very clear about the community I have. I have already cut, King of Swords, I've already cut the people around me that I need to cut. I've let go of the things that I needed to let go. That Libra moon was illuminating for me. These moons that have been coming, that are in the past, they've been illuminating for me. I've already done. You ain't throwing me off. I'm here, King of Swords. I'm here. You ain't throwing me off. I have, and I love this Three of Chalices. Like, how happy is this card and how perfectly aligned with the season changing and getting into springtime with the little chick coming out of the egg. Again, 3 for me is that ancestral realm. I know, and we've got the Ace of Pentacles, a gift from the universe. I know I am spiritually protected. I know I'm spiritually grounded. I know my ancestors are behind me, cheering me on, bringing me with this little baby chick popping out of this egg with the sun conjunct Jupiter, bringing me something new, new life, new vision, new purpose. But I'm also very clear with this King of Swords. I am very clear on what that means for me. And I am very good at discerning which way and which direction I need to go. And at the end of it all, that's the unity. It's the celebration, it's the gifts, it's the clarity, it's the work. And here comes the union of all of those pieces together, the union of this lovers to me, I'm really getting as Saturn, the gifts of Saturn. Saturn, his whole role, regardless of how you feel about it, Saturn don't give two fucks about your feelings. So get your feelings out the way. Saturn's whole role is to show you where your work needs to be done to get you to fulfill your destiny, your purpose. Saturn points out the work. Once the work is done and accepting the work, doing the work, Saturn is your biggest gift giver. That is how I work with Saturn. I do not put the gifts of Jupiter. Jupiter expands. Jupiter allows for more to come in. But it's only through the work where your gifts for the long term, this long term union, the one that's grounded deep, the one that's rooted, which we'll get to this tree oracle here, the one that is rooted, that's Saturn's gifts. That's what Saturn brings forward. And again, if anybody's getting this relationship thing on, make sure you put it in. I would love to know.